Hi all, let us discuss today's Hindu editorial. So recently there has been a problem going on in the parliament between the parties. So it is normal for opposition parties to cross question when the people who is in power present something, a budgetary session, or it is very normal. But recently what has happened was Rajya Sabha chairman Mr. Jagdeep Dhankar has directed the Privileges Committee of the Parliament, headed by Deputy Chairman Mr. Harish Vans, to investigate about the improper behavior of 12 MPs, opposition MPs. So when Prime Minister Narendra Modi was rendering a speech in the Parliament, they were all constantly opposing it and they're not letting the Prime Minister talk. So Sunset TV is expected to cover whatever is happening in the parliamentary session. So they didn't cover this, the opposition that was shown by the opposition parties, the misbehaviors, they were not letting the Prime Minister talk, they didn't cover. So it was, the camera was diverted up away from the opposition party where they are sitting, and the content was missed. So the TV that is covering the parliamentary session has to be neutral. It has to cover whatever is going on. The public is has the right to see what is happening, since we are going to vote and decide their future. But this is the camera did not even angle towards the opposition benches, which is really skeptical about being a democratic nation. And Mr. Dhankar has suspended Congress MP Rajani Patli for shooting whatever has been happening over her camera, and the Congress kept on demanding for attention, but nobody was kind enough to listen to their side of talks. Being an opposition party, their point of view should also be respected. Generally, that is what happens in parliament. When new schemes are coming in, the opposition asks question representing the citizens of India, and the people who is in power has all the responsibility to answer to those questions. So next what has happened is when Mr. Mallikarjun Kharge gave a speech, from the speech that was recorded in the parliamentary section, there was a lot of portions that was cut, and even when the Congress leader Mr. Rahul Gandhi's Lok Sabha speech is said to have 18 cuts. So this is sounding quite unfair. So the Council of Ministers' responsibility is to address the opposition's question, who is representing the people of India in the forum. They have to respond to their concerns, but that is not happening. So we should make sure parliamentary discipline is in place. Discussions should take place, healthy discussions, and government is bound to give answers to all those questions. So we'll wait and see what happens. This is considered as an insult to democracy. So we'll wait and see what happens. And next is about the EPFO higher pension scheme. There is certain people are eligible for higher pension schemes. They are asked to make a decision in 4 months of time with not sufficient information being given to them. So for example, people who are eligible for this employees pension scheme EPS of 1995 are people who are in service on September 1, 2014, and their statutory ceiling, which was 5,000 up to May 31 and 6,500 up to August 31 of 2014, and the previous being 2001. So the circular, they are given 4 months time to decide if they want to choose higher pension scheme or normal scheme. Higher pension scheme will give them a higher monthly payout each month, whereas the overall contribution that they would take with them, but at the time of their service ending, will take a toll if they are opting for higher pension scheme. So they have so many questions, and they have been accumulating certain fund during the Corona period. So there's no proper response of what will happen to those funds. So it is the government's responsibility to give complete explanation before such an important decision is being asked to be made out by the senior citizens. Especially, they need a lot of time to think about. They need to plan their future. They need to budget, and shortlisting this to a time of 4 months is very quick, is what we could term it as. So let's hope if they are able to roll out clear guidelines. Let's wait and see what happens. Thank you.